Good evening. Welcome to Vibin with Ashley Live. I'm your host, Ashley Live. This is episode 122, and tonight I have singer, songwriter, musicians from American Idol and their siblings, Ammon and Liahona Olayan, will be joining me. So they are phenomenal singers and they write their own music as well. They were featured on American Idol earlier this year, and on October 27th, they will be doing a show at the Covey Center for the Arts in Provo, Utah. So guys, if you're in the area, we're gonna get that link for you soon. Buy tickets to the show so you can see live music in person. How's everyone doing this evening? How's your weekend going? Happy Saturday, guys. What's new? What's new? And guys, please support good music. I know the people watching right now, you have your artists that you love to support, but if you know local musicians or independent musicians and they're here on Instagram or TikTok, give them a follow, give them a like, share, duet their music, and support. Sometimes they have merch, they have a Patreon, they have a single that you can pre-save on Spotify. So guys, please make sure to follow and support amazing musicians. Happy Saturday to you, Snow London. Thank you, thank you. Yes, this is episode 122. It looks like Liahona is in the house. Whenever you're ready, request to join my live and we will get this interview started. And there is the link to the show. So guys, this link right here, buy your tickets before they're gone. Hi guys!
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, well, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm so excited to have you on the show, chat with you, learn about the music coming up, talk about the show on the 27th. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. Yeah.
Just getting ready for the concert and everything. Lots of rehearsals.
Yes. Oh, so excited. We're going to talk all about what people can expect when they buy tickets to the show. But I just want to start the interview off with a song lyric because I start all my lyrics. So the song is from Boom song. So I'm just going to tell you some lyrics from this song, and you're going to tell me what these lyrics are. Cool?
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right. And I can't help but say, I don't want to be alone because it doesn't feel like home when we fall apart. I don't want to have to walk away because I really want to listen to my heart.
So those lyrics, well, there's actually like a whole story that kind of goes with this song.
Yeah.
So me and Leah, we're like pretty close, like in age too. We're actually pretty close too.
We're like a year and 19 days
so
apart.
like, yeah, so like throughout our whole lives, like we've played with each other. We fight a lot too. Sometimes we compete too. We're pretty competitive. But because we know each other so well, like we know what to say that can hurt our feelings.
Yeah.
So I guess it was like one day,
Yeah.
me and Leah were trying to like write a song together, and it like wasn't working out at all. Like it was going bad, and we just started like arguing stuff, and we weren't like physically fighting, but we said some like
Scrapping
really
everything.
mean words to each other.
Yeah.
Like ones that get under your skin because you know that person so well.
Right.
And then like after that, we just got so mad at each other that we left. Like we walked away and didn't talk to each other for like a week,
Yeah.
a week and
Well,
a half.
I think it's because girls are more dramatic too, and they hold on to things.
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
That's
Evan.
why it was so long.
I was just, and it got so awkward too because we like our bedrooms were right next to each other. So like when we'd walk out at the same time, we just like look at each other.
Yeah. Or when we got ready for school, and,
Yeah.
like, we all share the same bathroom. We all just like brushing our teeth and staring at each other.
Yeah. So that because of that week and a half being away from him, like because of I guess my feelings and the grudge, it was killing me so bad. But I didn't want to admit that to him because I was so stubborn about it. Right. But when we finally got back to each other, and we apologize for everything. This is when we wrote this song because we just had so many feelings going through our head, and this is what we felt we should write about. And so that's how Boom came to pass.
Yeah, so those lyrics, like I don't want to be alone, and like kind of like listening to my heart. So kind of like remembering our relationship with each other, and how, you know, sometimes we may say things that we don't mean, but in the end, like if we can work through those things, we'll be able to come back together.
Yeah, and those little mishaps aren't worth a relationship like that. So that's what it's like. Listen to my heart. So
I love that you are so honest about it, though, because you guys, there are 9 siblings in the family.
Yep.
So for people watching right now that do not know the background, 9 siblings is a lot to deal with. There's a lot of different personalities, push and pull, and sometimes you probably get along with other siblings more than others, right? Like maybe you're
that's true.
It's a circle, yeah.
But I feel like you got to have at least a couple that are on your side and that agree with you. But yeah, I know what you mean by sibling rivalry. You know, being stuff. But I'm glad that you wrote about that, though, when you were so honest. It's something that we all go through.
Yeah, like very relatable for sure.
Yeah. So I want to start at your childhood. Like I said earlier, 9 siblings in the family. When did music come into your life? What did it mean to you guys?
So my mom is very musical, and like when we were younger, like little kids, she owned like this music studio thing or something like that.
Music school for little kids.
Yeah, like a music school. So like
Music Garden. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So like I was in it, and then I taught Leah like just like simple things like ba 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 ba. Like
when you watch videos of us, Ammon's like, Leah, go ba ba ba, and then me being like 1 or 2, I was like ba ba ba.
Yeah, so it's like always been a part of our lives, but like when I grew up, I thought music was for like wimpier people or like weak.
It's because he has an athlete mindset. He was a football player.
So I played sports more, and I was like, that was my life. I thought I was just gonna do sports.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like that story of like how we moved to Hawaii and we lived in a tent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's when I like really started getting into music and seeing like how like we could write our own songs and like like spread a good message. So that's probably like the time I really started getting into music and started like pursuing that.
I think that's the time that we started figuring out the talent that we could write music as well. I mean, my main inspiration for writing music in the first place was him. And the story of it pretty much goes, it was a Saturday, I think. And we weren't doing anything. Like, we were just being really lazy. And my dad just looked at Ammon. He's like, get off your butt and go write a song. Like,
no, I didn't say that mean.
Something like that. But pretty much that's the gist of it. Yeah, my dad's not that mean.
My dad is awesome. He's a good dad.
But anyways, he just said that, not thinking anything of it. And 2 hours later, he comes back. And sure enough, he wrote a song. Yeah. And that was the first time I heard it. And from then on, that was the biggest inspiration for me. And we've been writing music ever since.
That's cool. So when your dad said to you, write a song, did you take that as like a competition? Like, I'm going to give you a great song because you told me to?
Well, yeah, so I thought he was actually being serious, but he was joking. So he didn't actually think I'd write a song. But like, you know what? Heck yeah, I'll write a song. And I'll show you I can write a song. So yeah, that's what happened.
So talking about writing songs, let's talk about the creative process. Like, do one of you write the lyrics and then someone plays guitar? Or like, how does a typical creative go for you guys?
Yeah, so each of us actually have a different type of writing style, depending on, my genre is very different from his, and his is very different from mine. But well, yeah, the genre, but the writing style is different. So I need to have like everything like in a set routine. If I don't, then it messes me up. But him, on the other hand, he freestyles everything. Yeah. And you know, people may think that our like writing styles clash, but they actually work really well together when we write songs together. Yeah,
well, Leah has like that musical background, so I actually don't know anything really about music, like with the half steps or like the quarter, whatever things that people say.
Yeah.
So like when we write music together, she calls it creative. Well, she calls it trash. It's not trash.
I call it creative trash.
It's creative
but to
ideas.
Me, it is trash because it's all over the place and it's nothing.
Yeah, well, because it's scattered. That's the only reason why. So yeah, I just like throw tons of ideas at Leah and tons of tunes, and then she's the one that kind of like picks from it and then puts it in order. And that's like the process that we use.
You guys have different like writing and creative styles because it's like the yin and the yang. Because both of you were like, oh, we write for 2 or 3 hours and then we start playing instruments. Like you kind of, it's good to have that push and pull of like, oh, do you like this? Oh, here are 6 different ideas. Which one do you like?
Yeah. It definitely keeps you on your toes and really like opens your range of creativity.
Do you guys write every day? Do you play music every day?
Every day, yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, or like when I'm walking around and I hear something or like a tune in my head, then I'll start like snapping or banging on things and be like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
And then like I'll record that thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll like think about something else and then
Yeah, so no matter where we are, like music gets incorporated in our lives any time of the day. Even when we try not to think about it, it's impossible because it's part of us now, like our identities.
Yeah. So, okay, so when you're freestyling and you're just singing randomly, you record your, right? Just like, oh my gosh, let me just record this and see what I come up with.
We can get some crazy inspirations though at weird times. Like there was one time I had to go to the bathroom. Yeah, it was like 2 a.m, but this tune came to my head. I was like, dun, dun, dun. I was like, took out my phone and I was recording it. And then my sister woke up and she's like, what the heck are you doing? I was like, I don't know.
Leah does that a lot. She's like up at like 2 a.m. and she's like, starts singing like, what the heck are you doing? Go to bed.
It's all the night, man. Like everything's moving around.
But I think that's good because like you never know when that idea is going to come to you. So write it down. You're like, oh my gosh, this came to me at 3 a.m. But like whenever the other one wakes up, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to talk about the musicians that inspire you guys. Just, I guess, roll off a couple of musicians that you guys like.
Bruno Mars, Ariana Grande,
Meghan Trainor. I like Meghan Trainor.
That's probably the main.
I think I like some of Dua Lipa songs. Hers are pretty good.
Oh yeah, with like the beats in her songs too.
Yeah, they bring back like 80s retro vibes, which I kind of like it.
Yeah, with all like the bass and stuff too. And then my uncle. So my uncle actually writes songs too, and he's kind of like the person I like looked up to start writing my own music. I was like, oh man, like he writes so good songs. Like, I should try and do that like that someday. Yeah. That's like I say he's like my main inspiration why I started writing music.
Do you ever have like a writing session with him and say like, oh, how do you do it? Like maybe there's things that you do that I can incorporate.
Yeah, so when we lived in Hawaii, he'd come over and he'd play like he can play anything. Like he's got Leah's gift. Like he can hear things by ear and like just like that he plays it
so fast.
So that like just watching him, like I'm like, oh,
I do not have that gift perfected yet.
Well, you definitely have that. No. I don't have that. Yeah.
But that's good that you have your family that you can look up to. That's like, oh my gosh, he can play anything. Songwriting's good because that person's in your family, and you're like, oh yeah, I can learn from you.
Yeah.
What are or who are your dream collaborations with?
Well, yeah, just basically all the artists we've named. We really love Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars can dance too. That's why, like, he's got groove.
He's like,
yeah,
he's so good.
And his songs just are very groovy. Like you want to get up.
Yeah,
and
they're
dance
like fun songs too. Like songs that you want to get up to and dance to.
Yeah.
So if I could,
he would definitely be one of them.
Yeah, that'd be so awesome.
Like our main one. But somebody I think would be really cool to collaborate is BTS as well. Like they're really cool as well.
Yeah.
Like I love their dance criteria and they just have a lot of groove. They're cool.
Yeah, they're so amazing, and they're every time I turn on the TV, I hear their song on a commercial or I see them on a talk show. I'm like, you have to know who they are because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's impossible not to, even if you don't try. You're like, oh, who is that? BTS.
Yes. So earlier this year, you were on a show called American Idol, season 19. You sung your original song, Listen to My Heart, later renamed Boom, that we discussed earlier. Can you bring us back to that day? What were you guys feeling when you walked into that room?
So nervous.
a lot of adrenaline. And so the doors, they're like double doors. You can open them like that.
Yeah.
So when I thought when I was going to open them, the room would be like small. Just like a regular room.
It was definitely.
We open up, it's like a massive like warehouse. It's huge, and like you're in the middle, and like there's all these cameras around you that like you don't see because of course it's TV. But yeah, and then like the celebrity judges, the ground that they're on is a little raised, so
Yeah.
they're like kind of like looking
Looking
down on you.
you.
And you're like, oh gosh, this is scary.
It's like Final Judgment Day. It's like, have you?
Yeah, but going in there with my sister, that definitely helped a lot, and that made it like a lot more fun. So I was like, just like having her there, I was like, oh, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, this is easy.
He was good moral support. I think for both of us in general, like we needed each other just to get past the first stage, because this was our first time ever meeting celebrity judges, and I don't know.
Well, ever being like on TV?
Yeah,
like that too?
ever being on TV, national TV, ever meeting a celebrity. So you
Yeah.
can imagine all the pressure that was on us. And when I just like saw him, I was like, okay, I kind of feel like I'm in my living room right now. So I think I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, I think it's cool because you had your sibling with you, whereas most of those people go by themselves and they're very nervous. But you look over,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
it's my
crazy.
brother. Oh, it's my sister. So it's kind of like that feeling like we're in this together. Let's rock it.
Right. Yeah.
Very cool. So talk to me about American Idol. Did you audition for the show? Did they come to you? I know a lot of people have different stories when they first get into American Idol. Can you back up a little bit before the audition?
Yeah. So last year's auditions was a little weird because of the pandemic, COVID-19. People weren't actually allowed to go to buildings and do there's a series of auditions you're supposed to go through even before you reach the celebrity judges.
Right.
There's like 5 or 6 of them that you have to do. But because of COVID, you could actually try it online this year, which made the spectrum a lot more broad because people could do it from home.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom actually just saw it online. And my brother and I one day were like, my mom's like, hey, you want to try out for American Idol? And I was like, okay, sure. She's like, just do a video of you singing like 2 songs and send it in. So I did, and it was really fun, but I didn't think anything of it. And he did it as well.
Yeah.
And then, I kid you not, like 24 hours later, they're like, we want both of you on the show in the next 2 weeks. Come down to San Diego. It's Hollywood. Let's go. I was like, sorry. What did you say?
Every time I think about it, yeah. I still don't think it's real.
Yeah, it's so unbelievable to think
Yeah,
about because
that
we
even
passed all the other auditions and went straight to the celebrity judges. So that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so amazing. So why did you want to do an original song, your song Boom, versus a cover? Because I know you guys do a lot of covers. And I think it's really ballsy of you guys to do an original when you go up there. So walk us through the song selection.
I think choosing an original would kind of like show more of our personality and like what we can do and kind of like make us stand out, because
It's kind of what brought us into music in the first
Yeah.
place, was being able
Yeah.
to write.
basically that, because like there's tons of people that can sing,
Yeah.
but also like writing music's also like another, I guess, talent that
That
like, you can
requires
get.
like a lot
that
of work.
requires a lot of effort.
Mhm.
So me and Leah, like having the ability to be able to sing and write music, I felt like that
would
was
be
like
a
the
really-
best plan.
Yeah, good combination to
Yeah.
get us through the first round.
Yeah. I love that you guys did that because you're right. There's some people that just can sing, and most of those people that go on those shows, they do covers. When you go and you do an original song and you guys are together and they're like singers, songwriters, musicians, like you guys do everything. That's what makes you more appealing to the judges. And oh, that's so amazing. These guys are just own music. And yeah, we can hear you online or during the other rounds of Idol, but to open with an original is so amazing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, it was fun.
Mhm.
So, what was one of the most memorable moments that you on Idol?
Well, for me, I think it's actually sharing our original song and seeing how the judges like reacted to it,
Yeah.
because I guess it wasn't like, I never really thought that the music we would create.
It was really good. Like I was
Yeah.
just like, we
I
made
was
it
like,
in
yeah,
our
it
living
sounds
room.
good. Sounds like a
Sounds
good
good to
song.
me.
But
But
then,
yeah.
hearing like the celebrity judges say like, that's something new, something fresh, and like we could actually like produce that song and make like people would listen to it and love it. I was like, man, like this is a possibility. Like we could actually do this.
Like maybe we could actually write good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was mine.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was you.
I think that was a big part of mine, but also like I think a really big part of mine was singing a soul song for the first time. In the top 24 competition,
Yeah.
we had to like sing with a celebrity judge. I never sing soul. Like I'm gonna be honest, I've never
Yeah.
sung it in my life and I don't really listen to it. So when I heard I was supposed to be partnered with a celebrity singer that was a soul singer, like I think you picked the wrong person. I was like, that is not me. I do not do soul. But it was definitely a challenge. But in the end, I was really proud of it because it actually shows that my voice can go to different genres, not just pop and R&B. There, you can go to soul and many others.
Yeah, and I think it's so important when you're on a show like that people can see your diversity. Like they can hear your songs, they can hear you do pop songs, soul songs, and they can hear what kind of artist you are. So, what did being on American Idol?
It taught me to definitely remember to have fun.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of pressure, and like sometimes when you go on stage, you like overthink a lot of things.
And that camera's on you 24/7.
Yeah,
too.
then you're like sweating, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. But like just remembering to have fun, to remember like why you're singing, and just kind of like remembering that you're good, like you're like you made it, like you're good, like you can do this. So I think that's one of the main things I learned.
One of the main things, well, there were many things I learned. A lot of things about the music industry that I never thought about before.
Yeah.
Like, to be in the music industry, you can't just be an artist. It requires other things, especially one of the biggest things is consistency. Like, you have to be consistent. Otherwise, you're never going to get anywhere. And I think American Idol taught a lot about that to me, especially in, like, social media platforms, because we've never used those before until, like, starting last year. So that definitely taught me a lot.
Yeah, Leah got a phone, you know, 16,
last year. Yeah.
And I got a phone at 17.
Yeah.
It's only been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's cool what you said about consistency because I feel like people want to hear from you. They want to hear you do covers. They want to hear like your writing process. They like those TikTok duets. And people love those quick, like 10 to 15-second hits of music in whatever capacity it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Definitely.
So I want to talk about some of the covers you've done. You've done Stevie Wonder, Andy Grammer, countless other Bruno Mars. What's one of your favorite songs to sing and why?
One of my favorite songs. So there's a song that like I guess it's going on like every Filipino should know.
Yeah.
But it's Lemonade by Jeremy Passion. Like I've sung that song like so many times, but
he still loves
like
it.
I still like that song no matter what. That song, and then this song that it's called City That Never Sleeps by Jamie Miller. Those are the two songs I love singing.
He's very talented, yeah.
Yeah, he has a really good voice, actually.
Yeah.
Way good.
That's true. For me, I mean, I do like slow songs, but, you know, from the beginning, I've always been a person that likes pop more. So I really do like Dua Lipa songs. Like, they're really fun for me to sing.
Yeah.
And I like to sing now a cappella, but I also do like to sing Alicia Keys songs. Those are really fun because she sings and she plays on the piano. So I'm like, I feel like I can relate to you in a way.
Definitely. I was actually saying that to someone the other day. I was like, there's not a lot of female piano players that play piano.
No, there is not. Yeah.
Right? It's like Alicia Keys. Who else? You. Who else?
I can't think of anyone.
Right?
Leona Lewis, something like that.
Oh, Leona Lewis? Maybe.
Does she sing? Doesn't she?
Yep.
Yeah.
But there's so few of them, and I feel like that's a lane that a lot of musicians should lean into. Like pianists who can sing and write their own music is so amazing.
Thank you.
So I want to talk about this show that's coming up October 27th. So guys, if you're in the chat right now, we pinned this earlier. It says buy your tickets here before they're gone. October 27th, you're playing a big show at the Covey Center for the Arts, Provo, Utah. Talk to us about this show. What can your fans expect?
So there's gonna be a lot of things. It's gonna be a live band.
Yeah.
Me and Leo are actually gonna be dancing too. So we got some dance numbers.
Backup dancers.
Yeah. We actually have some new songs that we're gonna sing during the show too. So
that'll be debuted for the first time. So
yeah,
there will be plenty of people hearing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and we definitely like interaction with people too, because we love our fans, and you know sometimes I don't understand why they support people like me because I'm such a weirdo, but like thanks guys.
But I think being on a platform like American Idol, right? You get exposed to all these different people. Like when you're on a show like that, and then your goes on YouTube, it's seen around the world by hundreds of thousands, and then millions of people. So I feel like American Idol just opens that door, and people get to know who you guys are behind the.
Right. Yeah.
And that's so important. So when you say, oh, I'm kind of weird, I don't know why people like me, like embrace that, like lean in.
Unique, not
I'm unique. I'm special.
We love unique people though. Cause like, you know, I'm sure you know of pop stars, and I'm not going to name any pop stars, but that just look perfect, act perfect all the time. And it's like, I can't relate to that person. But I think when someone's unique and quirky and fun, I'm like, oh my God, that person is so cool. I can identify.
Yeah.
Right,
That's true.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about the artists and genres of you guys have been listening to recently.
So I've been listening to Pink Sweats, and then what's that guy that sings in the midst of the clouds I don't see nobody
like
but you.
D-H.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his name.
D-H-R-U-B.
Something like that. But like they have like such like a chill, like smooth like tone to their voice. And so I'm trying to come up with a Christmas song, but like a smooth Christmas song that I can kind of make. So I've been listening to their music to kind of get like some ideas for that.
I've been listening to Ariana Grande and Mariah Carey recently because the holidays are coming around, and you know, I'm trying to write a Christmas song too, and I fit like my writing of music fits more in that genre. So that's what I've been listening to.
I love it. I love that you guys are getting ready for Christmas. It's amazing.
Yeah. I love that holiday. I can't wait.
We missed Halloween.
I know.
Forget about Halloween. I was kidding.
Thanksgiving. Oh, gosh.
But I think it's so awesome when people release Christmas music because it kind of just gives a whole different element to see what you do with it. Because everybody knows, you know, Let It Snow, like White Christmas. We know these songs. But I love when people write Christmas songs because it's like very unique to them.
Yeah, right, yeah, for sure.
True.
So you guys are writing songs, or like you're just listening and you're going to write it at a later time?
Yeah, like we're in the process right now of writing, listening, but you know, people, depending on how good you are at writing, well, not how good, just your inspiration, you can write a song like really slow or really fast. So just depends.
What advice would you give to other songwriters or musicians about?
I think just like consistency, because there's like a lot of times where you're gonna hit, what is it called, like writer's block?
It's the worst.
Yeah, writer's block, or like you kind of get irritated, or you're like listening to like the same tune and you can't figure out anything for that tune.
Right.
So kind of just like consistency, kind of like sometimes you just gotta take a break, just breathe, and just go outside for a couple of minutes and then come back, and just like doing that while writing music kind of gives you more ideas. Gives you like a fresh new start, and those are things that really help me when I'm writing music.
Yeah. For me, mine's just like mostly to focus on the creative side, not the logical, because as you know, the music industry requires business as well. But when you're an artist and you try to put your mind in a logical mindset, it kind of gets rid of the creativity. And that can be really hard, and that's how you get like writer's block and all these kinds of stuff. So my advice would just be you, and you know, whatever inspiration you get, like, don't get frustrated at it. Because I get mad sometimes and I'm like, this is the same thing I was thinking about yesterday. Like, I'm trying to change it. But maybe that inspiration is there for a reason. So don't be mad at it.
Yeah, and I think it's good that you said that because, right, you might look at something a week ago and be like, oh my gosh, I'm looking at it the same way. But then maybe you come back later and you're like, oh, I'm looking at it in a different set of eyes.
Right. Yeah, different perspective.
What song do you guys wish you wrote and why?
Ooh.
That's a hard one. There's so many I wish I wrote.
When I Was Your Man, probably a Bruno Mars. Even though it's like a sad song, like it sounds so good that like it's so catchy too. Like every time I listen to it, I'm like, man, like, and if I could sing like that too, I'm like, oh.
Well, it's just like so heartfelt, you know. Like you can tell, like he felt that every single word.
Well, I don't want to feel like that.
But it's a very dramatic and emotional song.
Probably that song, When I Was Your Man.
Oh man, for me, I honestly would like to write like an 80s song or something, like Earth, Wind and Fire, like September. Like it's alright. Like I would love to write one of those songs.
Yeah, it's so catchy and fun, and it has those disco elements.
Mm-hmm.
And you still hear it now and you're like, oh wait, that song came out a long time ago, but it still jams.
Yeah, it's a classic. I want to write a classic.
Yeah. One of those songs where it's like, it's timeless. It like stands the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so awesome.
So other than the show coming up October 27th, I hear that there's also a new album.
Yes, there is. We are actually releasing our own separate albums and then one together. So those will be coming out very soon. And we're excited for this concert because we actually get to debut, like I said, some of the new songs that we'll be releasing. And they'll be the first to hear. So that will be so awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any dates for the album just to be announced?
Just to be announced.
TBA.
Yeah, TBA, to be announced.
And I guess, how are you guys going to finish off the year? We're in October, couple more months, and 2021 is finished. Do we have any collaborations, other live shows other than the 7th show? Anything else we can look forward to?
Yeah, we definitely have like a few more songs. Like we said, we're getting our Christmas songs out. I think we have like a few more interviews as well, like coming up really soon somewhere in New York. And then we actually have a remix of Boom coming out, which we are so excited for.
Yes!
Because we, like we said, like we didn't even know that song was going to get that much hype. But because it does, Ammon and I are like, okay, we don't want to get rid of the song. We want people to keep hearing it and in other different sounds and other different ways. So that'll be super exciting.
Yeah, I think it's really cool you're doing a remix because then you remind people, here's the original, but here's the remix. And it's like an introduction to something, but new.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
What's the best advice you guys have ever?
The best advice? So my dad's side of the family, they're like super hard workers.
Yeah.
And my
Almost
grandpa,
like
how old is he? He's
workaholic.
like 70 something.
76.
Dude, and he works
77.
like he still works a lot. Like he does so many things. But I guess the thing that always like sticks to me, like of what he said, is work hard, play hard, and then eat hard. Like that's what he always says to us: work hard, play hard, eat hard. I was like, what the? How do you do all those things? But just like taking that, was it motto, and like living like that way. Like when you do something, do it to the best of your abilities. Like in everything you do. I think that's the best advice I've ever gotten.
I think the best advice I've gotten is to never fear failure. Because, I don't know, when you want to do something you love, especially when it's something like this, there's going to be so many ups and downs.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even anticipate what's coming because you never know what's going to happen. And, you know, there have been many experiences, like, especially for me and Ammon, where we're like, okay, I don't even know if I can keep going. Like, I don't know what to do. But you just, like, got to keep going because failure is not the end result. That's not what you want. That's not what anybody wants for you. And that's not why you're doing this, to fail. No, you want to get where you want to be. So never fear it. Just learn from it and keep going.
Yeah, and I love that you guys have each other because I feel like everybody has those ebbs and flows in their life where they wake up and feel good and then the next day and they're like, yep, not feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get yourself out of that funk when you're just like, oh my gosh, I just had like 3 horrible things happen to me in my music. How do you guys, navigate that?
I kind of think about like my parents, I guess, life, because they're crazy. Like my mom, she has 9 kids and she works too. Like
Wonder Woman.
she works a lot, and like my mom wakes up early. She makes the kids like breakfast, and she like took care of the baby all night, and then she's like all happy and stuff. I'm like, why do I have to I have nothing to really complain about. Like I have a really good life. It's just like seeing my parents and how well they work through their like their situations kind of like motivates me to be like, I can do this. Like if they can do it, and they're here to help me too. Leah's here to help me, so I have like so many people that help me. Just like, so yeah, that's what really helps me.
Yeah, I think for me, when I have those days, I have to always like tell myself like it's okay. Like you can't be perfect all the time. And I think us as humans, especially, like you get really hard on yourself and you're like, no, I should be getting up. I should be doing this, that. Like, no, it's okay to like take a breather sometimes. And a break is like the thing you might need to help you keep going. So.
Yeah, I think it's so important to know when you need a break. And it might be maybe you need quite a few breaks.
Yeah.
But you need
Yep.
to look at your body and be like, oh, I got to stop everything and reset my body.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What does success mean to the both of you?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that again?
Yeah. What does success mean to you?
Success mean to me? I think success for me is probably like enjoying the process of me reaching my goal. I think that's like kind of like success, because I learned so much through like the process, through whether it's like failing and then getting back up again, or completing something and seeing how like I can improve on something.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's what success to me is enjoying the process of getting to my goals, and then also being grateful through like, yeah, just being grateful for all the people that have helped me through it, and like remembering them and to always thank them for helping me through it.
I think mine's like true success for me is like joy, because you can have like all the money in the world and all these kinds of stuff, but if you're not happy, like there's no point in having it because it does nothing for you. So I think that success for me is when I find happiness and I'm okay with everything else. So
yeah, I agree. Happiness is so important. It can look like a different thing to different people, and it's just being content within yourself and being, I'm happy. It might not look the same way to that person or this person. We all think of happiness however we think of it. But yeah, being in your own skin is so important. So, guys, what would you like to accomplish in the next 5 years? What big goals?
The next 5 years,
Yeah.
have a massive concert.
Yeah.
Be able to perform in front of a lot of people. Create a hit song.
a couple of them.
Find a
Yeah. Find a wife for
yeah,
yourself.
just kidding. No, not that, maybe. Yeah, those are mine.
Yeah, same with me. I just want to take this music career to the biggest it can go.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to do in the next 5 years.
Awesome. We can't wait to hear the music and the albums and see you guys perform and see where you guys are at in 5 years.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. So for everybody watching right now, can you tell them where they can find you on your social media channels?
Yeah, so we have a website. What's it called? AmmonandLiahona.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have our Instas, which is just Liahona Olayan and Ammon Olayan. And then we have one together too.
Yep.
Ammon and Liahona.
So you can catch us on all social media platforms
and that's
with that.
That's for all of it. Like
YouTube,
TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of them.
You guys are everywhere.
Yep.
So for the people that are watching this right now, how can they support you guys in your musical journey? What can they do?
To be honest, like the supportive comments that people leave me, that like definitely motivates me. Yeah. Especially if I'm like, man, like if I sing a song like, that wasn't that good. I could have done better, but then like, that was so good. Like keep pursuing your dreams. Like, oh dang, definitely I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah. Definitely like, some of the comments I get too, like ones in like my DMs where they've given me such heartfelt like stories like, oh wow, like I was in such a dark place, but your music and just you in general like helped me to keep pushing forward. That like literally makes my heart feel so good, because I'm like, I don't know what I did to deserve that, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep singing because I want to help people like that.
Yeah, I think it's so awesome when people comment, because the thing is, you're right, maybe 7 people like a video, but a lot of people don't comment. So guys, if you're watching this right now and you're fans of good music, please write comments and say, oh my gosh, I love that cover of XYZ. It made me think of this. Keep going. Your voice is beautiful. Like, right? Like just simple comments.
Yeah.
So guys, that's all the questions I have for you this evening. But you're going to sing for us.
Yes, we are.
Awesome. Take it away.
Okay, so this first song we're going to sing, this is actually the song we auditioned with on American Idol, but we love it so much that we thought we'd share it again. It started with a hello, but I was on the go, 'cause we got in a fight. Nothing felt right.
'Cause you had things you had to do.
Say what?
You didn't locked my tone and you hung up the phone.
Now all of the words that you said, I can't get it out of my head, no.
Now I don't even know what to do, 'cause I'm sitting there thinking of you. Oh, and I can't help but say,
I don't wanna be alone, alone, 'cause it doesn't feel like home when we fall apart.
I don't wanna have to walk away, 'cause I really wanna stay. Listen to my heart boom, boom, boom,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
break it down.
Oblivious, I don't know what to do, feeling so reckless when I'm not with you. Oblivious, I don't know what to do, feeling so reckless when I'm not with you. Can you hear me go?
Boom, 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 yeah, 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 boom, 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 listen to my heart, boom, 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 yeah, 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 boom,
Boom, boom.
I'm not with you.
That's done.
I love family harmonies. Oh my gosh, when I sing, it's perfection. And I think I was telling you guys that earlier. I love family harmonies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next one?
Yes, and so this last song we're gonna sing is called "Make Me Forget It."
And so Leah doesn't really like writing about love songs as much. So this is like a combination
Leave
of
me
both of our
alone.
ideas. So it's kind of like describing like when you're with that special someone, or it can be like a family member, a friend. But like when you're with them, you kind of forget about all your worries and all your troubles, and you kind of just want to stay there because they make you forget all that. So make me forget it.
Been working hard these past few days. All the pain, all the hurt, all the anger and the work. Sometimes it feels like all of it won't go away. Didn't get that much rest from all of the stress. I'm just a mess. Don't know if I could let it all go. Don't think that I could get it off my mind. But when I'm on the way back home, I leave it all behind. 'Cause it feels like
I know I've been keeping things to myself. So many things I know that aren't good for my health. But I know that you know me and I can't tell. You make me forget it. You make me forget it. Don't you know when I hear those laughs and I see all those smiles, it makes me want to stop and stay just for a while. Yeah, even if I had to walk 100 miles, you make me forget it. You make me forget it. Don't you know? Oh, don't you know? Yeah. Don't you know? Yo, 'cause it feels like I know I've been keeping things to myself. So many things I know that aren't good for my health, but I know that you know me and I can't tell. You make me forget it. You make me forget it. Don't you know when I hear those laughs and I see all those smiles, it makes me want to stop and stay just for a while. Yeah, even if I had to walk 100 miles, you make me forget it. You make me forget it. Don't you know?
Yes!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. So this is the time of the show where if anybody who's currently watching with us live has questions for Ammon and Liahona, feel free to put them in the comment section below.
Just kidding.
Okay, we're going to hang up, wait for questions to pop up.
Any question?
Thank you. If you could open up for a musician of your choice, who would it be?
We could open up.
You probably want to do Meghan Trainor.
Yeah, if I'm being
Meghan
honest.
Trainor.
I just love her production, that's
see
why.
you over there. That's me. Standing in the middle. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Meghan
that would be
Trainor,
fun.
Bruno Mars. Even Ariana Grande, she got some like crazy.
She got
good music.
sick beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys been watching The Voice with Ariana?
Yeah.
Yeah, she cracks me up.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
She is so funny.
And she has like so many animals too. Like she even has a pig. What's it
Yeah.
called? Piggy Smalls. Something
Piggy
like that.
Smalls, a couple of dogs, some
Yeah.
cats. I can't remember all of them.
Would you try out for another music competition show?
To be honest, no.
Yeah, I think like one time.
I think one time's good enough. Like, I definitely have some really good experiences and some learning ones, but overall, I think it would be a one-time thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe in like the way future.
A really long time from here.
What surprised you about your time on American Idol?
I think just how like supportive all the contestants were of each other. Because I thought like in the competition, like they'd maybe be like mean to each other and kind of like be like, you know, I'm gonna win, so I'm not gonna help anybody.
Yeah.
But like all the contestants, like while we were there, they were really supportive. They helped out each other and like really gave support. So
I think because we're like all in the same boat. Like we're all scared. We're all
everybody's
gonna be on
scared.
national TV for the first time. So everybody's like, "You can do it."
So from the show that you guys run, I love when people just embrace you, the producers, the other singers. Do you have any like lifelong friendships of people that you met on the show?
Yeah, one of them was the contestants actually, Ava August. So she and I were like, we tried out so there were 3 different places you could try out at the beginning of the season for auditions. There was like San Diego, then Ohio was one, I think.
Mhm.
So there were a lot of different places, but she was with us from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And so like from every step of the way, she's always been there. So like us two have stuck together since we were minors as
yeah,
well.
and they had to do school too at the same time.
Yeah.
So they were like,
We had to do
they're stuck in
schooling and
school with each
everything.
other.
So we're like, hey, what do you have to? Oh, homework. Yep, homework.
But it's cool because when you identify with somebody, it's like you feel like you're not going through it alone. Like you guys had each other, but yeah, with Ava, how you guys were going through school and were auditioning the same time, like that's really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let me see some of these comments. A. Wilder says, so good. Are you guys going to sing all your songs at your concert on the 27th, like Good Day and your older EP music?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
we will
Yep,
be.
we are.
110%.
Yes, guys. So if you don't already, please make sure to get tickets Wednesday, October 27th. And what's the venue again?
The Covey, wait, where?
Yeah, Covey
Covey
Center.
Art Center,
Yes.
the theater in Provo, Utah.
Somebody says, how much are the tickets?
15 to
$25.
$25.
Yeah, so guys, if you
But
don't,
if you can get a buy VIP ticket if you want, come meet
Yeah,
us.
come meet us. We'd love to meet you guys.
yeah, so what is VIP ticket?
It's
It's
$45. But you
Yeah.
can like get to meet us. You get some merch. And then, yeah, they get a picture.
Yeah, we'll be selling merch too. So like, come by it, guys.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love merch. I think it's so good because then people can like wear you or what kind of merch?
We have shirts, hats,
Um,
bands.
Pop socket. If anyone remembers
Yeah.
pop sockets.
I remember those, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Good
I think we
times.
might have hoodies too. I'm not sure yet. But I think so. Since it's getting
Yeah.
like colder.
Yeah.
But we have bucket hats because those are like one of my signature hats. So I was like, hey, everybody, just buy one.
Yeah, I think bucket hats are cool because it's something that like people identify you with. So they're like, oh yeah, I want to wear a bucket hat.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else, guys? Any last minute questions from the people that are in the room with us? So guys, do you have any final words for the room?
Just thank you guys so much for supporting us and listening to us and listening to our music too. It really helps me and Leah keep going.
Yeah. And we are just so excited for this concert. We will be collabing with actually JTM and Madeline Page. So it'll be a really fun concert. You just come, guys.
And you
It'll
can
be
see us
so
come
much
dance
fun.
too. I mean, we're not the best dancers. We
We're
got some
okay,
groove.
but
Yes, we want to see you dance. So like, guys, get the tickets. I love it. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me on Vibin with Ashley Live. I truly appreciate you guys coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
The concert coming up. Please feel free to stay in touch because anytime you guys drop new music, I would love for you to come back on and we can discuss it and bring more exposure to what you guys are working on. Sound good?
Yeah,
yes, of
definitely.
course.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, guys, for spending your Saturday with us. Support good music, share the music, and buy tickets to October 27th. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Guys, if you don't already, please make sure to follow Ammon and Liahona down below. And if you don't already, please make sure to follow me. I'm Ashley Live. This is Vibin with Ashley Live. And I have incredible musicians just like them on my show all the time. So give us both a follow. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and support good music.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.